You can sit right there. I'm sure you probably, like you said, you remember me from the ASUY Cop Talk. So this is one of my partners, Justin Dean. He's one of the officers here at Moscow PD as well. So obviously, I know you're aware of the stuff that happened this weekend. So we're just talking with people around the campus community and just gathering information at this point. Okay, so before we start, I'm just going to grab some simple information from you.
Yes.
In your middle. Perfect. And can you spell your last name for me?
Yeah.
Perfect. And your date of birth?
2002.
2002. Okay. And what is your and what is the address of that house?
Like the location?
Yeah. What is it?
Yes.
Perfect. And I know I called you, but what is your phone number? Because I don't have it right here off the top of my head.
And then, yeah, I don't live at the anymore. I live at the at the Whites.
Oh, you live at the Whites?
Yes.
Okay, which one?
I think.
What apartment number?
On the left.
Perfect. Okay. I appreciate you coming in a lot. Did you have any specific relationships with any of the victims? Are you aware of any of the victims?
Yeah, so I was good friends with Xana since I met her freshman year.
Okay.
And then Kaylee also met her freshman year, talked to her during recruitment. She was like one of my close friends.
Okay.
Just because, yeah, in a sorority, like you have like your big and
right.
your, yeah. And
okay.
So she was like best friends with my big, so we always like hung out together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you knew Kaylee and Xana pretty well?
Yeah.
Did you know one of them more better than the other, would you say?
I knew Kaylee.
Kaylee pretty well? Okay. So you guys were friends since about freshman year. Did Kaylee, did she ever hang out or associate with anybody with like violent tendencies or anybody of concern or anything?
No, that's the part that was really confusing when we kind of like read the news, because she usually like stuck to her friend, like her roommates. Like she usually like hung out with like her roommates, like Maddie and everything like that. And if she didn't hang out with them, she would hang out with we call them like the King girls, and they also lived on King Street.
Okay. Are they? So you said? What's your last name? Oh, okay, so that is her last name. Okay.
And then who doesn't live at on King Street, but she's also she hung out with her a lot.
Hung out with Kaylee a lot?
Yeah.
Okay. And now Kaylee, she was correct? She was a part of it?
Yeah, but
okay.
Her best friend Maddie was, and they've been friends for years. So
okay.
She just kind of
so Kaylee was, and then Maddie was, and then Xana was, okay, so, and then Ethan was, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, the place that they lived at was like, it's considered like a out of house. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So other than those people that they hung out with, do you know, was she ever involved in like doing any illegal substances, like anything that you can think of?
I would probably say just coke probably, but I can't think of like her doing anything else.
Have you actually seen her or heard of her doing that before?
No, but I knew that Xana and yeah, Xana was pretty into it,
Okay.
I would say.
Did you have any follow-up questions on?
So Xana was into coke.
Yeah.
What about Ethan?
I'm not sure about Ethan. I don't know her boyfriend that well.
And these questions, we're not trying to
No, you're totally
make
fine.
anyone
Right.
bad. We're just trying to. There's
Yeah.
several avenues. Do you know at that house if they were selling drugs? If there was a lot of people that are selling drugs, or was it just kind of you go to a party and you use kind of thing?
I think it was more of like they would like go out and they would do coke, but they weren't selling coke.
Okay, so at their residence, it wasn't known as a drug house or anything
No.
like that. They wouldn't keep any quantities of coke or Xanax, Adderall, anything like that.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Did Kaylee ever mention to you or anybody, or did you ever hear from anybody? Did she ever like maybe have a stalker or someone she just maybe it didn't seem like a big deal that she expressed like a concern that maybe came off like jokingly or anything like that?
No, she never mentioned anything to like any of us. Like especially like anyone like in our apartment or to the girls that live on King Street. We just knew. I mean, I don't know. Like we weren't sure, but I don't know if you guys saw the Twitch stream. That
Yeah.
That was it. Like we.
You saw that. What did you see in the Twitch stream?
Just like those two guys.
Did you recognize any of those guys?
We did not, but my friend, she actually went to Grub Truck that night
Okay.
with her friend Grace, and they saw Kaylee and Maddie, and they just kind of said that like those guys were just being like weird, I guess.
Did she say anything specific on the names of the guys, or?
No, I think they were just two guys that no one recognized.
Okay.
So.
Did she explain why she thought they were weird, or if they did anything, or their demeanor, or?
I think like one of them was just kind of like nudging the other guy to like, oh, like are those are girls, like go get them or something like that. I would probably, I would say like talking to like, yeah, my friend about it because she was there during that time.
So she was there while Kaylee and Maddie were there. Did she speak to Kaylee and Maddie at all?
I think she said hi, but I'm not quite
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
And that is, who did you say that was?
She's not on the list yet.
Okay.
And then I think another person that would be good to talk to would probably be was at the bars all night with Kaylee and Maddie at Corner Club, I think.
And what was, sorry, I was writing that down. Who was the other gal you were talking about that was at the Corn Club with them? Okay. And I know I've already asked once, and I'm just going to reiterate and ask again. And there's, I mean, anything that you could think of, or, I mean, Kaylee not, or even any of the victims, I guess, at this point, having any issues with anybody.
I would say Kaylee was like a very, like, she was very, like, unproblematic, like, peaceful. Like, I can't imagine her having, like, I don't know, like, I can't imagine her, like, having, like, someone, like, with violent, like, tendencies, like, around her, just because she's, I feel like she's not that type of person. If anything, like, or same thing with, like, Maddie Mogan, just because, like, they, I don't know. I would say, like, it might be something towards, like, Ethan and Xana. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
just because like Kaylee's like never mentions like anything to
Okay.
us.
And I know you said like all the roommates kind of hung out, stuck together pretty close. Did Ethan and Xana ever associate with people that may be
I
violent
think,
or anything?
like for me, the reason why I would
Because I know you
just
did,
kind of assume is just because like Xana and Ethan like they're more like outgoing people, like they hung out with like different like friend groups, like they didn't really stick to kind of like the same friend group, so I don't know, they're just more social, so
Okay.
I'd say.
All right. Do you have any?
Do you know if Maddie or Kaylee had like a boyfriend recently or an ex-boyfriend? Anyone that they were kind of seeing?
So, Kaylee, let's see, she dated this kid a couple of years. They were high school sweethearts, but is like a really nice person. Kaylee, last time I talked to her, a couple days ago, she was just talking about how, like, obviously once she graduated, like, she was looking for an apartment in Texas, and she met this guy, he was going to be her roommate. I don't know.
From Texas? Like
Yeah.
already down there?
Already down there, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Were her and still together when she was mentioning that to you?
they're broken up.
Okay.
But I think the girls that lived on King Street, like, and them, her ex-boyfriend told them that Kaylee tried calling around during that time, but everything happened.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
during what time?
I think around 3.
3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Kaylee tried. Which? Okay.
I think that's his last name.
And who said that?
The girls that live at King, and like.
Okay. So they told you that Kaylee attempted to call sometime around 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I heard that from. Sorry.
Okay. And then did they ever talk?
I don't think he replied because he probably thought it was some type of like, oh, like, are you type of call. So
Okay.
he didn't answer.
How do the girls know that she tried to get a hold of?
I think it's probably because told them, because I know like while this whole thing was like happening, or on Sunday when everyone was trying to figure out like what happened, I'm pretty sure they asked back if he knew anything.
Do you think are you saying like late night call, like to come over kind of
Yeah,
thing? Like
yeah, like a
people have been
I
together a
don't
long
know,
time when
yeah.
you break up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
How about Maddie? Did she have a boyfriend that you heard about? Or?
Yeah, so her and this guy, we call him, I think his first name is,
A lot of.
but he recently graduated, and they're still together, or they were still together. It's been almost 2 years, I believe.
So they're still dating, like as of right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they had any problems, and he's a pretty peaceful lad.
What's he look like?
He's kind of balding. He's on the shorter side.
Like shorter than me? I'm pretty short. 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, I feel like 5'7".
I'll take that.
But yeah, brown hair, brunette, kind of skinny. I think he lives in Coeur d'Alene. Yeah.
Okay. With the 4 roommates, were any of them closer with one another than the other, or?
Was Maddie Mogan's little.
Okay.
And I feel like, so obviously, like, Kaylee and Maddie Mogan were probably, like, the closest out of, like, all of the roommates. But if there was anyone else, I would say Maddie Mogan and Becky.
Okay. And you said who was you said Maddie and Kaylee were the closest?
Yeah.
And is there a that lived there as well, you said?
Yeah.
What was she have a boyfriend?
So she has a boyfriend, which I actually knew. He lives in Boise though. His name's yeah.
And what kind of guy have you ever met?
Yeah.
And what is he like?
He's very hardworking. He has epilepsy, and he's really nice. I wouldn't say he's a violent person.
Okay. Were you aware of any sort of issues between roommates? No.
No.
Okay.
They all got along pretty well from what I heard from Kaylee.
Okay. Were there any? I know they don't. I mean, have to be specifically dating. Were there any males that Kaylee would hang out with pretty often, or any pretty close guy friends that she would hang out pretty often, or have come over, or anything like that?
Let's see. I think she was talking to this guy for a little bit. He's here.
Okay.
But
They were just like talking, like they had a thing, like they weren't like officially dating, or?
yeah, I think they were just.
Do you know if they were like had a sexual relationship or anything?
Yeah, I think they were just hooking up like there and there.
Okay.
Like it wasn't really a thing.
Okay.
Have you seen before?
Yeah.
What's he look like?
Tall. He's brunette. He's serving as like their like right now.
So tall, is that like 6 foot?
Like over 6 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Is he thicker build, skinny,
I'd say medium.
athletic, or just kind of?
Yeah.
Not like he's not like overweight or
No.
or
Or
like
super skinny. No.
Okay.
He's just average odd.
okay.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else that she ever mentioned she hung out with, or?
Other than that, like I said before, she just kind of like stuck to her friend groups, I would say. So, no, not really, unless she met someone at the bars, which I feel like I can give you more information on that.
Okay. Do you know if she met anybody at the bar that night?
No, we just all kind of heard that there was a guy that got kicked out for being creepy towards Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like, we haven't heard anything else. Like, I don't think she was talking to like any other guy at the bar.
Okay.
He was, at least.
When was the last time you spoke to Kaylee?
The last time I spoke to her was probably at around 5 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
So it was like right before, cause
Did she say what her plans were, or?
No, they all like came to our apartment just to kind of like hang out and like drink, but then
Okay.
they left to go roam.
Okay. So she came over to around 5 p.m. She came over to your apartment at the Whites.
Yeah, she came over.
Was she with anybody?
She was with all of her roommates and Ethan, so like they all came
Okay.
together. They showed up at I think around 2:33, and they probably left at around like 5 or 6, I would say.
So left between 5 or 6.
Yeah, around that time at least.
I know there was a picture on social media posted of all of them. Was that
That was at the apartment.
That was at your apartment that you live at? Okay. Have you spoken to, or I'm throwing a blank. Have you spoken to them at all?
And I have some classes together, so like we've gotten like close over that. I reached out to her on Sunday, but she didn't reply. So
you haven't spoke to her about the incident at all? Or okay. Do you know anybody who has by chance?
I would probably ask.
Okay.
Because I think her boyfriend was the one that made that call that morning.
Okay. And you said you kept mentioning a couple names. I need several of their names. The ones that would be able to give me more information. Is that?
And then I would say too, probably.
Okay.
Do you have all their phone numbers?
I have, actually, I think I do.
Okay.
And then,
Are they?
yes, there are.
Okay.
Her number.
Okay. Have you been over to their house before?
Yeah.
Okay. Do a lot of people like use their Wi-Fi or anything if they come over? Do you know?
I wouldn't say Wi-Fi, but I just know like they just usually keep like their like doors unlocked, and like everyone kind of like knows where I guess like their like house is.
Okay.
But
Was there a reason why Kayla being lived with? Is there like rules within like the Greek life of where you live off campus?
no, I believe that her and Maddie Mogan, since like they've been best friends for several years, they just like they've always like talked about living together senior year.
Gotcha.
But I know that like Kaylee, like her freshman and sophomore year friend group, like and everything, like they're still like all like really good friends. Like, yeah, she just wanted to live with Maddie.
Okay. And I know we've, as a department, have trying to gone through the area to like look for cameras or anything in general.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys are probably more familiar with that area than we are, because we don't, especially him and I, we don't ever go out there because we're on a specialty division. So, are you aware of like any cameras that people have, even if it's like out the window or like anywhere in the whites that would maybe look over to like their side of the apartment?
Let's see. I would. I don't believe so. I just like. A lot of us don't really have cameras set up because like we're just
Right.
you know, I don't know.
If you don't know, it's okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Have you seen anyone in that area that seemed out of place or anything? I know there's a lot of kids, a lot of college kids, and a lot of people, so you could have friends that come over that are unusual, but anything that may have stuck out in your mind that was like kind of weird, maybe a vehicle or it's just someone around the neighborhood?
No, but I think when we were at like our apartment, I'm pretty sure someone, I don't remember who, they were talking about how there was just like this random like kid that was like there was a random kid like carrying like a BB gun. Not really sure. But we didn't really think much of it. Like I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you mentioned like the grub truck and like a Twitch video, and that there were some gentlemen seen on it.
Yeah.
And you said that you didn't know either one of those individuals. They never looked familiar to you.
No.
And none of your friends said, "Oh, that's so and so," or "That's."
Yeah.
So they've never. Okay.
Like we've never seen them before. No.
Okay. And you, and being you guys, are you pretty familiar with like the? I know you like one of the members. You said it was a. I mean, you guys pretty familiar with a lot of the members there and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is there any other questions you have? I can't think of any at this time, but we appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
Obviously, you seem pretty close to these individuals, specifically Kayla. So, just know that there's people out here for you, and if you need to talk to anybody or utilize any resources, on campus as well as off campus, even him or I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but we're also people that some people try to reach out to talk to. So,
Thanks.
we appreciate you coming in and talking to us, especially during all this hard times. And if you learn anything, or even something, if you think it's stupid, just feel free to give us a call. Like, something little can go a long, long way. So it could be the littlest thing, or if a name gets brought up, or you hear something from somebody else, just make sure you express to them that it's important to give us a call and speak with us. So we understand that people are pretty affected by this, and the last thing they want to do is talk to the cops, but we're trying to make sure the community heals from this, and do everything we can. So do you have any questions for Justin or myself?
I don't think I do at the moment, but I just wanted to say that I think all of those girls that I gave names out to, I think they all drove home already.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of people have.
Yeah.
We can always reach out on the phone if we need to. I was actually surprised you were still here, to be honest. That's the first question I asked. So, okay. Well, I don't have any further questions for you, or I don't think Justin does either, but thanks again for coming in. We appreciate it. So,
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks. You drop this one right here, too. Perfect. You have to walk all the way back around.
Thank you.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving break, okay?
Thank you.
Yep.